Hi. I don't know if that's how I want to open this, but that's how I did. I am Silas, and I am recording a fun game called Pathologic Classic HD that I've been obsessed with. And I'm recording this
Traces of
kind
the
of for my friend.
supernatural reveal themselves more
But other
often
people can
than
watch
intelligent
too.
and
But hi,
reasonable
Katie.
men
This is mostly for
affirmed.
you.
Chimeras, worshipped by our
Here's a whole
ancestors
thing that
centuries
maybe I should
ago,
be quiet
crawl
and
back into
listen
the
to.
light
I'm
from
setting kind of a
ancient
bad
times.
precedent. I told myself I
The
would like
directors
read
of our
all of the
fate
audio,
rain
or not
ash
the audio,
down on
read
us
all of the
from our
dialogue and
way
stuff, and I probably
heavens.
will.
They
But this one is
conceal
so
themselves
boring.
beneath us, above us,
Like,
and
what's he
among
talking
us,
about?
staying hidden until we
I actually
muster
love it.
up
I
the
think it's very
resolve to
cool.
meet their
Um,
malevolent gaze. Having been discovered, they appear in the flesh for a mere moment, and then they expire horribly,
yeah,
wreaking
so
havoc
that's
on the
cool. I
world
had a bunch of
that they rightfully
issues with my
see as
microphone,
their
so I'm
toy.
hoping that it'll work. If it doesn't, I'll just die, I guess. Um, Someone with a motorcycle just drove by really loud. I wonder if it picked it up. It probably didn't. Hello Capella, my daughter. Taya. Sticky. Murky. My 4 children. Yeah, so this is just the opening cutscene. They're burying a doll. I feel like I should know the significance of this, but I kind of don't. Um, yeah, I'll just be a little quiet, maybe. I love you, Murky. You look so fucked up. And there they go, and they did it. They had their ceremony. Good for them. I love them. Here it is. I have spent countless hours, probably not hours, but I've spent a lot of time just staring at the screen and listening to the music. Because the music fucks like no other. Um, yeah, so I'm just gonna be playing the Bachelor route, which is kind of a bungler because I did just replay the whole first entire day of it, like very recently, but then I decided I was gonna record this. So, it's gonna be a little, the first day is really kind of boring. Well, it's not that boring, but it's like tedious. Unlike the rest of the game, haha, just kidding. It's all a little tedious, but I love it. And yeah, so yeah, I'll just go into it. There's an opening cutscene that I'm gonna be quiet during because I kind of fucking love it. I could probably recite it by memory at this point, but I'm not gonna subject you to that because I'm very nice. Yeah, so let's go.
So, it's all about trickery to you? Wherever have you come from?
No, no. I
I
detest
love you, Clara.
trickery. But if
I
we
love you so much.
ourselves are to suffer deception, our hands are no longer tied.
I
What
really hope the
are
game
we?
audio is
Well,
fucking
the
loud enough.
muscular contraction is there. Means you're already inside of him. This must be one of the ventricles, right here.
What a silly place. It's stuffed. So it's not real for now? I don't think it has started yet.
Does it matter what it's made of? It's definitely struggling. We need to perform sectio transversalis. Cut the wall. There's no other way out. What else is there to do?
I know what to do. Those who favor hard logic and direct action are bound to be misguided.
Damn
Only
right.
a miracle can set us free without us having to destroy something. And I can do miracles. Just let me.
Iconic line.
Please be quiet. You're a liar and a thief. Who is going to believe you when you keep lying to yourself? The truth is my shepherd. Whatever
The truth
happens,
is my shepherd.
I will find answers, and justice will be restored. I will perform the operation. Medica morbo ad hibe.
Don't you go all bossy on me, clever clogs. You will act justly,
Best
but
line.
your justice will blind you and become his demise. This calls for the gentle hand of a surgeon. Step aside. Both of you.
Your gentle hands are used to killing, not giving life. You will
God,
inevitably
if the
be
audio isn't
harmed.
picking this up,
As
then
for
I'm really gonna
Brainy,
have to
he
record
has
it.
no regard for casualties at all. Neither of you knows compassion.
Damn,
Yes,
get
it
his
seems
ass.
unlikely that we'll get along well, but there's only one truth.
Any choice is right as long as it's willed. That's
Yes.
the truth of the matter.
Only the heart will show you the right choice. Stop thinking about yourselves. Think of the sick. He's in pain. I can't see it yet, but I can feel it.
It's not even a trap. It's a grave. Sobipsum funis sumus. Can't say I hold a soft spot for it.
I can see that. You're full of hate. Stuffed or not, it's breathing. I can hear it. It can be healed rather than killed.
You mean you won't become a killer? But you will. Mark my word. That's
I love Clara's
exactly
acting.
what will happen. But I can avoid it.
No, we won't ever get along. I
No,
suggest
we
be
won't
on our
ever
way.
get along.
The sooner the better.
Off we
Danko!
go then?
Let's go. The clock is ticking.
And then they leave the stage. And then it gets really dark. So that's the game. That's the whole game. That's it. Gameplay over. Okay, who are we gonna play as? Probably this doofus. I'll read his little tidbit. The history of humanity witnessed a number of catastrophes that have demonstrated without a shadow of doubt the pettiness of human achievement and the triumph of the invincible evil. Outbreaks of infectious diseases that have from time to time wiped towns and cities off the map are undoubtedly among those. However smart and virtuous, the people caught up in these destructive events have repeatedly come to the conclusion that it's no use trying to fight these circumstances. The best you can do is bite the bullet and cope with your losses. This is the story of a person who has managed to work a miracle and defeat a seemingly unvanquishable foe. Very interesting. I noticed this last time I was playing. It's very interesting that it says it's the story of someone who's managed to work a miracle when it's about Sweet Daniil, because he's not really about miracles.
Daniil Dankovsky.
Daniil
Bachelor of
Dankovsky.
medicine, was brought here by circumstances most unfortunate.
I guess we'll just listen to this.
Dankovsky's life work, his theory challenging the existing notions of human mortality, is being harshly persecuted by the powers that be.
He's being
Suddenly,
persecuted
a letter
for being gay,
arrives from
actually.
a colleague suggesting that there is previous undiscovered evidence which may support Dankovsky's claims.
Dankovsky's.
There is a settlement, the letter says, ruled by an extraordinary man who may well be seen as objective proof of Dankovsky's daring hypothesis.
Dankovsky's such a fucking
Grasping at
weirdo. I
straws
love
of
him.
hope, Dankovsky decides to follow what he believes to be the sign of divine providence. Without further
And then he
ado,
walks
sets off for the
to the
settlement.
town, apparently.
Late at night, Bachelor arrives in the town. As he seeks room and board, he gets to know a girl called Eva Jan.
Eva Jan, best character ever. Sick. And now we get to watch the best cutscene in the world. Love this dude. Ah! Jump scare. I'm joking. But that did scare me the first time, I think. I was like, whoa. I love it. I love it. You sit like a homosexual, Alexander. That's how I sat, like, that's how I used to sit in my chair, like, on Zoom calls, back when I had a job where I had to do that. I would just kind of be like, Music Fox, as per usual. Oh, God, I hate you so much. Die. Evil, terrible face. I hate looking at your face. You're the worst. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. So this whole cutscene is just like, dude, he shows up in town. There's people in town. They have fucked up character models, and I love them. Like, what was that gesture? What did it all mean? And this is the man I've dedicated my life towards. Look at his eyebrows. This is what I want to look like transition goals. Look at him knocking in front of that huge ass door. Eva, I love you. Eva, I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you so much. The good news is that we're finally playing the game now. So get hyped. I really hope that this recording is working because, yeah, I just hope that it is. Maybe I should record in like 10-minute segments just to make sure it's working. Anyways, so this is Stankovsky's mission. As of today, my mission remains obscure. The examination of Simon Kane, who is rumored to be a man of incredible longevity, I should know how to pronounce that, may shake the very foundation of modern thanatology and challenge the existent notions of death itself. Wow, this is going to be such a bitch to read everything out loud. I'm so bad at reading out loud, and they use so many whack words. I don't even know how to say thanatology, but that's what Dankowski studies, and it's like fighting death. However, even in However, even if this undying Leviathan proves to be more than a fairy tale, the mere confirmation of his existence won't suffice to prevent the powers that be from shutting our laboratory down. I need to figure out the most fruitful approach. Simon is a well-respected man, and if he mistakes my interest for effrontery, it would be nigh impossible to convince him to help me break new ground in the field of human vitality. So that's his mission. We don't have any quests or tasks yet. Day 1, by the end of which the Bachelor finds himself battling a truly unvanquishable foe. Here we are, we're in Pathologic. This is the walking speed. Kitty, you've seen me walk this, or you've seen me play this game a little bit, so you know what's going on here. But yeah, some people apparently, this wasn't a problem I had, but some people apparently just wandered, or like when you start playing the game, you just wander around trying to find the exit. I found it pretty quick, luckily. But yeah, Eva has a fucked up house. So you go downstairs. What's up, bitch?
I had a feeling you would come.
Did the sounds from outside wake you up too? There was a terrible groan, and then something snapped loudly. No, I heard nothing. I think there are strangers in the backyard, by the pond. They're unlikely to be planning mischief, but I have a bad feeling about this. I'm afraid to go out to them. I hope they go away soon and stop disturbing our sleep. Why do you think they aren't planning anything foul? Our population is so thin. Crime is basically non-existent, especially here in the stone yard. Sometimes there are pranks, of course. Fights happen occasionally. People are young here, so they often go out at night. But we're a tight community, and now I hear unfamiliar speech. That's not a good sound. I'll go out and take a look, but I'm in a hurry. I must see this founding father of yours. Are you willing to trade the company of a fascinated woman for that of a dreadful old man, even if he is a sorcerer? That's so sad. But Simon won't go anywhere. He is. He has always been. He always will be. Even if the moon were to fall to the ground. Please, stay with me a little longer. I don't think I've ever actually gotten this line of dialogue. I think usually I do something else with this conversation. But I love how Eva just, look at her forehead. Anyways, I love how she just like flirts with Daniil like relentlessly, and he is just like, I'm sorry, I'm homosexual. Like, I don't give a shit. Simon is a sorcerer? Did I hear you right? Is that the secret to his longevity? Longevity? Jesus Christ, I can't pronounce that. Are you in that much of a hurry? Do come round. The Canes are asleep now. Take your knockabout coat off. Have a rest in my bed. Let me warm your hands. You are so anxious to see Simon, as though your life depended on it. My life, yes. Now that my laboratory is on the brink of destruction, my whole life's pursuit depends on that remarkable man. If he has really managed to live that long, then his tissues will help me defeat death. She's so horny for him. Death. So that's the enemy you've chosen for yourself? Isn't it hard? I don't think anyone has managed to defeat that evil yet. Millions of doctors defeated it on certain singular occasions, but my enemy is more fearsome. It is death itself, rather than a singular case of death. He's so dramatic. I don't understand. I can barely understand it myself. Could death only seem inevitable to us? Inevitable. Jesus Christ, I can't pronounce words. Could death only seem could death only seem inevitable? We're just skipping it. But in reality, will be nothing more than a whim of the will that had shared this. Jesus Christ. Okay, now I'm flustered. I didn't think about how I'm gonna have to do so much reading. But it would be weird to just like sit here and just click through dialogue and not read it. Because I can't count on anyone to read it. And also, if Marjorie is gonna be watching these, she's probably just gonna be listening. So, anyways, it's fine. I'm just gonna say, show me where Simon lives. It's not far. The Canes live at the Crucible on Bridge Square. But could I please offer you a piece of advice? Go on. Simon has 2 younger brothers. The eldest of the 2, Georgie, is called the judge by the locals. Visit him first. He isn't asleep. He'll teach you how to speak with Simon. The youngest of the 3 is Victor. His daughter, Maria, also wanted to see you. It's probably important. Took a sip of water. Was it she who knew about my arrival beforehand? Yes, she told me about it privately. Talking to her is no simple task. Maria is that kind of person. She puts on airs, but that's just how the Canes are. It was Maria who told me she would help you defeat death. That's the precise wording. What a coincidence. Alright, thank you for the advice. Go, and I'll prepare everything for your return. Do come back after you speak to the Canes. They will probably do a lot of things that will puzzle you and put you on guard. I will have some advice that may be of help to you, if you need it. Okay, I'll come back. Yeah, sure. Now what did I make my, what did I make my key for saving? That's the real cue.
I've seen the angel.
Because I know that I have something for quick save. It's F, okay. I almost clicked new game, which would have been really fucking annoying.
What is there to talk about now?
I guess I'll just keep talking to you. That ominous singing outside the window is gnawing at me. Who could be singing at a time like this? Very little time has passed, but I feel hungry and exhausted again. Since you've decided to defeat death, you will have to be very careful. It's September. You will be dying with every breath of our air. What does September have to do with it? The steppe is full of various herbs. They fill the air with dizzying vapors. White whip, twire, and swevery are dangerous in August and September, when herbs surrender their juices to the sun. People tend to get headaches this time of year. Heart sufferers lie in bed with pains. My heart aches too. That's so sad. I am so sad for Evo constantly. How do you people live here? Twire is a rare herb, so usually it's bearable, but this year it's unbelievably plentiful. The elderly say that this is phenomenal. Nothing like this has happened before. They think it's a bad omen. Well, I don't believe that, but the air is droning. Can't you feel it? Don't you feel dizzy? Yes, the air is heavy. You need to sleep often. Never go hungry. Drink more water. You need to look after yourself properly. If you feel sick, forget everything else and get some rest. Otherwise, you may die of a heart attack or bleeding. Be careful. Be careful, alright? Both my heart and mind are strong enough. Very cute response.
My lacquer is cracking, see?
Okay. She has nothing else to say, except that her lacquer is cracking, whatever the fuck that means. Is that like nail polish? I don't know. What do I look like? A person who knows. Oh god. I always forget. Okay, time to talk to these fuckers. I'll talk to you first. Halt! I'm going to have to teach you about the technicalities of the setting. So these are just tutorial guys, but they do it really hilariously, and I'm a fan. The time and the place. It's non-essential, but that's just how it is. The actor has to be prepared before he goes on stage, or else he'll fall down the aisle or stumble upon the prompt box. That would look mighty silly, wouldn't you agree? Should I play Daniil really sassy? It doesn't matter. I'm probably going to play him as nice as possible, just because that makes things easier. Speak. I'm listening. Time flies by. It cannot be stopped or turned back. Nights follow days, which are then followed by nights. Things happen without any regard for whether you're there to witness them. Don't expect anyone to wait for you. Most events can be missed. And so? And so it would make sense for you to visit the places that you care about regularly. You'll find the people that play major roles in your fate there. They stand out from the common folk. The rest are just a crowd shot, a background, a bunch of extras. Daniil says, as it has always been. Indeed. Still, it's best to avoid hasty judgment. It's a paradox, you see. Don't try to care too much for the lives of these bound to stand out people, and don't be too dismissive of the silent crowd. Both extremes will end in tragedy. Why is that? The world cares for your reputation, a fine and crucial instrument. Your reputation changes the world you see, for it is a mirror, wouldn't you agree? And so a bad reputation can get you into a lot of trouble. For example, oh, need I describe? You've got a vivid imagination. Everything changes from mystical aspects to mundane things, like the people you need treating you badly. Oof, that's not mundane. That's sad. Anyways, how many enemies you've got, how high the prices rise, how bad your dreams are, lots of things. A sorry prospect. How do I maintain my reputation? I wish I was like a voice actor and I could do like different voices for everyone. That would be sexy, but I don't think I can. Really? How is that even a question? Same as anywhere. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not lie. Thou shalt not betray. Do not steal. Do not covet. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Covet? Covet? Anyways, do not be an asshole. Do not get caught. The rules are the same everywhere. A truly selfless deed, like risking something for thy neighbor or even a person who lives quite far away, can help in a dire situation. I see. Really? Good for you then. As for me, I can't see anything in this mask. I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, don't get too worked up about human lives. Don't put too much stock into others' words, mine included. He who trusts everyone is asking to be deceived. This is an interesting line to me. Yet he who trusts no one is deluded. I know that from experience. He knows that from experience. I love Daniil. Anyway, so that's all I have with the executor. Now we'll talk to this fella, tradition, I don't know, whatever. Venerable Bachelor, please be so kind as to linger for a minute. This conversation won't take too much of your time, especially since time stops during dialogues, at least during the important ones, and our dialogue is extremely important. You need to know how to play after all, don't you? This is a fun rule-breaking thing that I really love. And Daniil can respond like, play? What are you talking about, mask man? I'm neither a gambler nor an actor. Of course you aren't. You're a living, breathing man, as is evident from your conditions and statuses. You experience hunger, thirst, and fatigue. You suffer from pain, wounds, and diseases. You're so lifelike. You have to eat, drink, sleep, and rest, and to make mistakes. And then I could say, no I don't, not me. If I may, I would like to point out just how important it is to keep an eye on your condition. If you get dizzy or unnaturally sluggish, do have it checked up. Vital processes tend to run faster during emergencies than in everyday life. I know a person who died of stress but was diagnosed with starvation. Me. I don't need to read this. It's basically just him telling you about how to play the game, so I'm gonna respond with, cut with the silliness, good sir. I can take care of myself, which ends the conversation. So Eva told me to check up on these fellas in her backyard. And it shows a fun little cutscene. We get to look at them. The first time I played this, I said, what the fuck is that? This guy, I said, what the fuck is that? Also, what the fuck is that? This guy, he's got elf ears. Oh, they stood up. Because they got unnerved by me. And yes, I'm actually gonna legitimately save. See, this is where I left off in my playthrough that I was doing before this. So I just did all of this like a week ago. So, nothing. Just taking a stroll. Don't worry about it. I don't want to fight these guys. They can fight you, and I don't need this. Why do you have these dialogues? I forgot to read their dialogue. Anyway, so this is a worm. The worm feels sick, head packed, blood boiling, belly freezing. Let the worm warm up. Let him take a rest. Don't touch us. We're dangerous. And If I say get lost, I'm even more dangerous. They will fight me and definitely kick my ass. If I say, whoa, that's some stench, you animal. How on earth do you even live like that? They won't fight me. So that's what I'm going to say, but I'm going to feel very bad about it. And this is a pond that I can go swimming in. Blub, blub, blub. For a second I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get out. So I actually have a mod on this that makes it so that the fog is gone. Which, as a YouTuber, I can link in the description or some bullshit. So it means that I can just see the fucking polyhedron already, which kind of fucks. So a lot of this game is going to be me just fucking talking to myself while I walk around this goddamn town. I know exactly where I'm fucking going. Actually, do I see Georgie first? Yeah, I do. And here's the best line of dialogue in the game. Oh god, he says so many other things. Good morals and luck are a great help in managing a small community without resorting to violence. Personal standing can work wonders. And I can ask him to explain myself, but I would like to point out this line. Sorry, I can't help feasting my eyes on your outfit. Who was the bad tailor? It's really funny to me. Anyways, I said, what do you mean? He said, I like our town. We are all one big family, but sometimes I get the feeling that we're all controlled by an unseen power, our actions but fiction. And then to that, as someone who's played this game, I say, fuck, shit, goddamn. There's so much shit in this game that totally is like, fuck, shit. Anyways, I'm gonna say it's quite possible, because it is. It's very possible. You are a video game character, sir. Anyways, if you can listen to the music, it fucks. So, jot that down. There's the polyhedron. I could just climb it right now, because I have nothing else to fucking do. Here we go. The best part of the game when I talk to Georgie. What's up, Georgie? Woo! Hold on, I'm trying to remember how to quick save Georgie. Okay, got it.
Nothing can harm me any. So the Silence
Okay, here we go.
patronage to some changeling.
So this is Georgie Kane. He's the one. He's the brother of Simon, who I came here to find. And he says, Most venerable doctor, it is with great impatience that we have been expecting you. You need not delve into the minutiae, whatever the fuck that means, of your business with us, since our family is well acquainted with your scholarly work. We are also quite aware of the difficulties you are experiencing, and well prepared to do our utmost to support you. It hurts me all the more to be the one to inform you that Simon, my genius, like, I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't know how to pronounce it. Fuck you, Georgie. Why do you even say that? Anyways, my brother, the creator, keeper, and embodiment of all that surrounds us, has been murdered. This is my favorite conversation. I can't believe it. It cannot be. My brother was murdered last night under the strangest of circumstances. But for all the mystery surrounding his death, I'd rather eschew the notion that his departure was connected with whoever had visited Simon that evening. That the visitor is a man of laudable rectitude and an old friend of our family. There are witnesses to testify that he and Simon did nothing but converse and fuck. Ayo. Who was the visitor? Someone you know quite well. The man whom my brother saw last night was your colleague, Isidore Bjorok. So this is where it's revealed that I can't pronounce anyone's name right good. I'm not very good at anything, but I'm not very good at, like, Bjorok. I've seen it pronounced so many different ways. I say Bjorok. I think it might be Burok, but if I do that, I'm gonna have a stroke and die. I'm joking, but I know name pronunciation is very important. But I don't think Isidore is going to be mad at me if I pronounce his name wrong. Nor Artemi, whose name I also probably pronounced wrong. I think it's Artemi, but that sounds fucked, so I'm not saying that. Anyways, so you just have to deal with that, pathologic stands that are watching, of which there are none. Anyways, Isidore Bjorok. Was he not the very person to advise you to come here as well? And I say, yes. Isidore has done more than he thinks. I have a lingering feeling that time itself is using uncontestable powers to further its own intentions. What do you think? I'm no fatalist. It could be that my mind is clouded by sorrow, but I cannot escape the feeling that your arrival was no coincidence. Your choice was made for you, my dear doctor. Let us not blame fate for it. Isidore wrote to you without making us aware. He took a risk that could have displeased our family. Really? Really? Even though we were uncertain of when you would arrive, my brother was looking forward to meeting you. The tragedy may have been a consequence of the actions he took in preparation for your arrival. Someone has taken a powerful piece from the chessboard, a piece upon which your position here depended. It is doubly regrettable. It is doubly regrettable that Simon was playing on your side. I could just keep doing this, whatever. Do you presume the queen knew of the blow and sacrificed itself for a pawn? But why? To grant you victory over death, was it not your ultimate aspiration? To help you, Simon seems to have played a very dangerous game with fate itself. He went out of his way to provide you with a body of evidence. So he died to prove that doesn't make any sense. This part really confuses me. Anyways, what did he do? It is of no importance to me what exactly he did. He took another leap for the stars and paid a terrible price for it. I repeat, he was murdered. Dumbass. The subject of importance here is the identity of the murderer. Everything has gone to rack and ruin. I wish I could take vengeance upon the person who ripped the life from this man. Do you want to help us, Doctor? Find the murderer for us. My brother Victor, who is in the wing next door, could share some of his thoughts on the matter. Help us, and the reward will not disappoint you. Do they ever reward you? Anyways, indeed, it seems that there are too many coincidences. Your brother's murder could just as well be called the murder of Bachelor Denkovsky. He's so dramatic. I will help you in every way I can. I am convinced that if there is anyone that can help us solve this puzzle, then it is you. The mission calls for someone as astute and inventive as yourself. If Isidore was an instrument of fate, then Simon's murder is a message that fate intended for you personally. Do not think I am inclined to blame you for that. I am not. How do you plan to look for the murderer? So this is a murder mystery the first day. It's very fun. It's very frustrating. It makes you want to stab someone. We will take our own measures. The only thing I expect from you is to be yourself. Georgie says, be yourself. Do only what you think is required. Whatever you find out, whatever you do, whatever your day turns into, everything is a clue to the solution of this puzzle. I repeat, everything that is happening here is happening on your account. Fine. I'm fine with this course of action, is what I say. And here's the thing, which is that he now has like 8,000 things that I can say to him, and I really don't want to do that right now, so I'm going to stop recording right now and listen to it and see how it goes, and that's that on that. I don't know if this will be its own video, because I don't know, but it's already been 30 minutes and nothing's happened, so that's great. But yeah, see you whenever, I don't know, bye.